Hello, welcome to the Power of Three. This is the haunted story reading that is for everyone. Of course, these stories that come out of these readings, they will be real. They will resonate with somebody somewhere. But most likely, not with the people that are showing up here routinely to watch the videos. So it will just be a haunted story for you. So enjoy it. It's for everyone. You know, if you enjoy haunted stories, maybe some people don't, but I don't imagine if you do that you wouldn't click on one that's titled Haunted Story Reading. So, if you were with me last week, very different procedure and message. It was a pretty good one. I almost forget what it is. I remember the overall format, but I can't really remember the story. But this week, I've laid it out normally, and I will say that the only thing that came to me last night when putting it together, the decks, when I say that, I mean I get all the decks that I'm using out, and I have them just out together, kind of just sitting there ready, right? I picked up on a heavy, all I got was like a blood theme. Blood. So I really don't know really where this is going. I can see the energy that's out here now, so I'll get started with you guys, and so you can catch up. But you're caught up to basically what I know. It's just there's a blood theme here. We're gonna find out. I've got my decks out here too. I'm not really sure. We'll see if we need to use them. Okay, I mean the Power of 3D, 5D decks here, the numbers, and the first one in the volume 2. Okay guys, so just reminding you before I get started here to hit the like button at the end if you do enjoy these haunted story readings, to show your support, and the channel, it's helping the channel to grow and get moving in the algorithm, so I do appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't. These things are free, okay, and very priceless on this end, believe me. Okay, let's get started here with our haunted story reading from our Heavenly Father to kick things off. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Comes from Luke chapter 6, verse 37. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Now, right away I pick up from the female there that it's a strain, okay? It's obviously not something easily forgiven. And this is the advice coming from the Lord right there, but whether it's taken or not, we'll have to see. I do pick up on, yet again, another female energy, but we'll see where this goes. The overall energy is coming from the Lay Vampire deck, and we have Creator. So each word I say, there's a comma in between, okay? Catalyst, Maker, Mother, Father. Again, automatically we can see why it would be a lot harder to maybe, I don't know, it would depend on the crime. It would depend on the damage done. Because your mother and father, you're supposed to be able to trust your mother and father. Right? So when you can't trust your mother and father, how are you supposed to trust strangers? It would be hard, but possibly the lesser evil. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Supporting energy is coming from the Amber, why do you do this? The magic of you. It's called the magic of you. And the supporting energy is mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. I do pick up on a lot of chaos and blurredness in this mosaic energy here. The eyes are also shut. Petals are over there. There's like something covering her eyes. So far, all I'm getting is a very um, messed up individual here. I was going to say before that I'm not sure if it would be easier to forgive a mother and father or harder. I'll leave that with you guys too. I don't know. You know, it might be easier in a sense because, you know, you feel like you should, like it's, you know, put forth the effort more towards family than somebody that you don't know very well. Or you can look at it complete opposite way. You should be able to trust them. I'll never forgive them. They betrayed me. Somebody that, it's like somebody that should never betray their child or children, ever. So that might be unforgivable. So that's the energy that's here, that we're with so far. But then you have to add in the blood. Because that's all I picked up on when I put the message together. Sorry, eyes itchy. Alright, so we do have a different thing going on here with the decks. Of course, I'll let you know what we're using as we go. But we're going to use the Horror Tarot. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Horror Tarot deck. Okay, looks like that. And we're going to use this for the main spread. And this is also the one that the messages are kind of written in like a shiny red. And it's hard for my eyeballs to see it, but we'll get through it. Let's see what comes out now for our haunted story reading here with our really messed up energy here. So tell us about this child, this female child, I believe. That needs to forgive somebody. A mother, a father, or both. Maybe it's both. Maybe that's why it's so bad. It's bad enough having a bad mother or a bad father to forgive, but both of them? Well, that happens too. For our haunted story, please. What do we got? What do we got? We have Temperance. And I'm trying to see what the heck is this. Oh, okay, Temperance. It took me my eyes a minute to focus on that, but it's like, I don't know whether she's sinking slowly into the sea. That's what it looks like. Somebody that's fell into the water unconscious, so they can't wake up and save themselves. Sinking to the bottom. Sinking deeper and deeper into the darkness. I feel like this is our female energy here. I feel like she's saying to God here that he is asking too much of her to forgive all that. Because maybe she feels like, where were you, God, for me, when they were both doing whatever they were doing to her. And this is supposed to be a haunted story reading, right? But I feel like, why do I feel like we're, at the beginning at least, dealing with alive energy? But we'll see if it remains that way. Ace of Swords. The truth is way too much to bear. It goes with this. The truth, for her, is what's making her sink deeper and deeper into the abyss of darkness. Unable to forgive. One more here. Okay, one more, please. The Fool. I'm pretty sure I know this card pretty good now. Yep. The Fool. I feel like it has turned her into a fool. I feel like the further she sinks, deeper and deeper, the darker she gets, the more angry she gets, and the more things she starts to do are based on revenge. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands. Yeah. See? Because she cannot forgive, she's going to be trapped forever in this pain, sinking deeper and deeper, never able to let it end. Sad. Very sad. Behind that, what's behind that? Seven of Cups. So many choices, and I feel like every single one of those choices is bad. It was too overwhelming for her to forgive. She felt like she was giving up herself, more worried about her physical self than her spiritual self, her soul. She perhaps didn't have much of a faith at all. She heard of God, maybe. Wasn't really sure if he existed. And then when maybe she found out that he did, he wanted her to forgive. And I don't think that's sitting very well with our... Not saying that's wrong, but we're talking about our character here in our haunted story reading, and I don't think that's sitting very well with her. I have the Stranger Things. Netflix Stranger Things. This is the deck, and we're going to clarify with this deck. Not really sure yet. Okay, they're pulling me back into the blood theme, and all I'm going to say is that whatever her mother and father did, it made her bleed. They're not giving me anything past that, probably because it's too horrific. So let's see what comes out. Temperance. Clarify why Temperance is here. Three of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups. It's the Three of Spokes in this deck. The Three of Cups is communication. I feel like this is the mother and the father and the child, the daughter. It's three bicycles. That's what it is. My eyes, I don't know what it is today. I was screwing around with my glasses outside too, like just looking at my tablet, anything. I'm like, I don't know, it's like my glasses or my eyes. It's the Three of Cups, but it's three bicycles. A childhood lost. That's what's coming through with that. The time to be a child comes once in a lifetime. You can't grow up to be 30 years old and then turn around and say, okay, well, I want to be the kid that and have the life that I, you know what I mean? Once it's over, once it's gone, it's gone. Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords, please. Okay. The Devil. The truth is too, like I said, rewind what I say about the Ace of Swords. The truth was too much for her to bear. It was way too much devil energy for one little girl to have to endure all alone because she didn't know God. And then when she probably got help, maybe somebody somewhere, somehow she heard about God, asked him for help, and it was put upon her to forgive. It was probably not so much by God himself, but from somebody who was godly, so to speak, right? And maybe seen the effects that it had taken on this little girl, and instead of dealing with that in a different way, it was probably like a Bible thumper, like just boom, you know what I mean? Some people would even go so far as to try to blame a child, all right? And that's the last thing this kid needed. So that's probably why it got to be too much. When help's on the way and help gets there and it's just as deranged, only in a different way, right? This didn't take a good turn at all. Let's see what comes out under the Fool. I'm very curious to see now what's coming out under the Fool. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. See, again, this is something too with the blood energy. I feel like there's now our character has turned into, like I say, whatever she starts now, whatever thing she begins at, it's only meant for her good and her good only. You see how she's up there? You can't see who's up there. You can only see that somebody is up there riding that skateboard. And they're in their glory. But they mean to have that all to themselves. Nobody is to know that she's doing the things that she's doing to take revenge on anyone that has crossed her in her life. Where are her parents now? Good question. Good question. Let's see what's at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles. Very detailed planning at this point in time because she's on a mission and it's not good. It is not good. Somebody can only take so much. Two of Swords behind that with a bigger plan than just a notepad. Okay. And now, to clarify, to fine tune this, I have the Rebel deck. So I don't know what's going to come out here to clarify this story out of this deck. But we'll see. Because I feel like she's very self-absorbed now. She considers no one, and when she does, it's not good. There's nothing good about our character now. Nothing. Please fine-tune this for our haunted story for May 20... What did I just say it was? Bloody heck. Whatever I said it was at the beginning. I can't remember. This is Thursday. It's either the 24th or the 25th. I think it's the 24th. Or the 25th. I can't remember. Okay. I knew I had it right at the beginning because I looked on the calendar. That's how quick I forgot. So I'm tired. But I like doing this. Now. Alright, please clarify the creator. That was very fast. You think someone is lying. She thinks everybody is lying. Because her entire existence up to this point has just been a big lie. Because she sees how everybody else is. And she knows she's not like anybody else now. Because she wasn't treated like everybody else at home. So she trusts absolutely no one but herself. Temperance with the Three of Cups. Temperance with the Three of Cups. Love. Get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. You see, that goes along with forgiveness, right? She would come out of the Nine of Wands if she would forgive. I know, I'm not saying it would have been easy, but she didn't even give God a chance because it was just too much for her to do. Too much for her to bear. The truth was too much for her to bear. The Devil with the Ace of Swords, please. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. But it's her choice. But you see, it was beckoning her to let go of the shame that she felt. Because it wasn't her shame. And she just couldn't. It was just too much. Coming from both parents her entire life. And whatever it was made her bleed. I just don't even want to, I don't even want to know. This is clarifying. I didn't even get a chance to open my mouth. The Fool and the Ten of Cups. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. Our character did not choose bravely. She does believe the horror that she saw and felt and lived. And she won't believe anything else. She will refuses to choose to believe that God could somehow heal that for her. As horrible as it was just too much to bear. She felt God asked too much. But you know what? It wasn't God. God understands. God would not ask you to do that until he knew you could. Yes, that's what he wants you to do, but it's only to set you free. This is what the shame and the regret and the guilt, that's what's bullshit Right. That's what, I mean, God's not going to say that, but that's what he means. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. Right. And he, you know, even if this, like, she still has a chance. Okay? She still has a chance. She will be forgiven for all the darkness that she's felt and the pain that she wanted to inflict and maybe has. But God will still forgive. But you have to ask. You have to repent. And I don't think she is. But you never know. Okay, so I don't really think that we need those. I think we've pretty much got her down pat here. And I have the Shaman Oracle to close this energy out. And if you want to take it, you go right ahead. Thank you so much for being here with us during this haunted story reading. I could share some time together. And I need a card to give everybody and close this energy out safely. Thank you so much. My spirit guides, my archangels, my peeps for being here. And we know that God is always with us. Thank you so much. Please give us the Shaman Oracle that we need. Dancer of Beginnings. So maybe we'll just leave that there, that, you know, we'll just leave our character in God's hands. You can see it's kind of like our temperance energy sinking into the abyss, but the light is still there at the top. All she's got to do is cry out to the Lord, and he'll scoop her out. So let's hope and pray that that happens for our character, because she didn't deserve the life that she lived. And if she can only just find a little bit of forgiveness, just to let it go. She doesn't have to have anything to do with them, nor does that make anything right. It's just to let it release the pain. So let's hope our character can do that. I'm going to leave it there, folks, and I hope that you've enjoyed the Haunted Story reading this week. And yeah, hopefully I can join you again next week, God willing. And again, hit the like button, and I'll see you again soon. Till I do, stay in God's light and enjoy his peace. Bye for now.